Endurance race 2 in round 6 of the BUKC is go, and the number 51 is straight into the lead. Josh Golin, is everybody going to make it through the first corner? Yes, they are. All 34 carts are now on their way up to the Dragon Straight, and it's still Liverpool A leading, with Josh Golin at the wheel, who's already taken a sprint race win this year and led in his sprint this morning as
Indeed,
well.
but crucially didn't take the win, of course. It was a bit of a heartbreak race for him this morning. All went wrong with black flags and all that sort of stuff. Drama that happened, so he'll be looking to hold on to this, but he's under heavy pressure here from, is that the 28, I believe? Who is it who's joined him at the front? It is indeed. So Huddersfield B at the front there with the just breaking away. It's Aaron Walsh in Huddersfield B's car.
Yeah, that's the two that started from the front row.
So they've just broken away.
Where's the two? Where is the two?
Where is the
Why
two?
can't I see the two? Don't tell me
Where's
the two's already had a problem. There they are! Oh my goodness me!
It's already
the pressure's on. For some reason, Oxford Brooks are at the back of the field.
We did not spot. I didn't see any.
It must have been in Devil's Elbow. I think it was in Devil's
It must have been in
Elbow.
that latter part of the lap. We had one cart round at the back there that wasn't Brooks, Swansea B. So there was some drama with Swansea B. Did they still need Brooks? Yes, Swansea B and Brooks started on the same row of the grid, Andrew. So I think there may have been a coming together. As we've got a penalty already for the number 20 of Newcastle A. So it's happened already, Andrew.
Yeah,
Brooks A have got it all to do here.
and it's exactly the same as what happened at Rye House in the second endurance. It all went wrong for them very early on. Now, I said this last time, 2-3 weeks ago. Well, they've had an incident, but at least they've had it at the start and they've got time to pull it back. But they didn't pull it back that day.
They didn't pull it back.
This is
And
pressure now.
And I tell you what, Josh Golin is going to go some at the front of this field, and Huddersfield B are going to go with him. Indeed they are. The gap from second place down to third is a 2.3 second gap. So already we've got the front two just pulling away here slightly. They are going to keep the pace up during this race, Andrew. There are a lot of good people in this race who Brooks now need to get past. Brooks in 33rd position at the end of the first lap, now already up to 30th, so they've picked off a few carts, but they have got it all to do, and any bit of contact, any spin, anything like that, it's all got to happen. It is all going to happen in front of them. They've got to get through it all cleanly.
Let's say they want to finish on the podium in this round. Really, they need to, on previous endurance rounds, they need to get themselves back into around 4th, 5th position to put themselves within that kind of target, that kind of 115 points for the round tally that gives you a podium. They've got a lot of work to do here, up to 28th now, but we've got to keep an eye out for this. This could be a champion's drive to pull this back through.
It really could be. It really could be. Absolutely. Meanwhile, at the front, we should say, the race currently led by an intermediate class team. Good to see. Josh Golin in the Liverpool A car. Huddersfield B piloted by Aaron Walsh, but Aaron Walsh has the fastest lap of the race thus far of 50.215 based on the lap times we saw in the previous race, which were impressive, as we've got two carts round at Devil's Elbow. Is that number 7, Andrew? At Devil's Elbow, it looks like, I think that's the 87 of Strathclyde.
Might well be. We should mention as well, very key in this race, Brighton B are ineligible.
Right.
As are Kingston B. So
Right.
Kingston B are down the bottom anyway already, but Brighton B currently sitting in 3rd are ineligible.
It was the 87 of Strathclyde who was one of our stricken carts. And hang on!
It wasn't the 2 again.
It wasn't the 7,
It's
it was a
happening
2.
again. It's
It was a
happening
2.
again. This is exactly what happened to them at Rye House. They had 2 incidents very early on, and it left them with too much to do. And it's happened again. So I can't believe it.
Drama. I thought it was. Oh well, it's a single digit. No, it looks like the 7. No, it
it's
was
the
a 2 at that distance. I couldn't tell, but the 2 has been involved in another instant. Kyle Rory, who we understand is starting this race. I believe it's Kyle, not Rockass. Oh dear.
Last time this happened, as I say, is eerily similar to what happened at Rye House, Brooks were able to recover to a 16th place, and they in the end amazingly got 6th in the event. The trouble is that was in the wet, and I'd say it's easy to pull back through in the wet, because it's the wet and people spin off. This is perfect conditions. They're going to have a hell of a race to even get back into the top 10.
The 82 of Luck receivers
Pit
involved in the
stop's coming,
spin.
Howard.
Absolutely, we've just opened the first pit stop window. Now, conventionally, we'd expect Brooks to pit now.
Yes.
Right now. But do you switch that up?
No, I think you change. You come in and you change your driver, and you just kind of reset and go again.
There is that. Huddersfield A were our first pitters,
and they do that well.
They do it well. The 16 of Cambridge A has pitted. Our race winner from this morning, Richard Morris, emerges from the pit lane.
53 is coming down the pit lane as well, Howard.
Thank you.
That's King's College, running well in intermediates at the moment. I'm just trying to keep an eye out for where this number 2 cart is and how they're doing, because, oh boy,
they got it all to do now.
Got it all to do. I mean, hey, at the end of the day, they're in a very good position. They have got points to burn in a way.
It's 47 seconds they're down on the leader. Actually, you know, I'd expect it to be more after all that.
Yeah.
To be fair, to only be 40 seconds to get down isn't bad, but that's before the pit window's open, and the gaps always tend to open
Very close. Turn 1 between the 5 and the 33.
I thought that was quite a good move there.
Yeah. Oh no, it was.
That was Goldberg-esque.
Yes. But there's number 2 then, so they're recovered at the moment. They're just sitting on the road ahead of the number 16. So that's a position change with the 16 have pitted. So Brooks haven't pitted. Brooks haven't pitted their number 2 carts at this stage of the race.
Oh, the 26 is struggling, and it's going to block the shed off. Okay, that's a pusher car coming up behind it.
Superhero Glen to the rescue once
again.
again.
Of cart that it's good is coming up behind you when you've blocked the exit to the scrutineering shed.
He is a busy boy today, Mr. Beard. But they're up and running again. So Liverpool's still leading then, and this battle between them and Huddersfield B still raging on. Another cart into the pits. It looks like it might be the 82 of Loughborough C, Howard. The 29 of Brighton A coming down the pits. Pace of the 2 cart is good. They're now in a relatively clear bit of air, so I think this is a good idea. Leave the cart out. You need to pull some time back and do it whilst you've got clear air. They're sitting just ahead of Richard Morris So where's Richard in the Cambridge cart? 26th. So trying to work out what's going on with the timing. Brooks are, because Cambridge are just behind. Cambridge are ahead of Liverpool.
We don't think there's a time limit in the trail.
Yeah, so it's all sorting itself out. 19 comes down the pit lane, having completed their stop, and Oxford Brooks B. I think that's Matthew Lewis going. Oh no, is the 19 going to stop? Oh, now that was actually decent driving for the 19. He's not got the fuel cap secured. Oh dear. He's come down the pits and then he's realised, oh dear, the 19's had a right disaster here. He's come down the pit lane, he's not got his fuel cap stuck, and he's been so preoccupied about doing that he's stalled. And I don't think anybody knows that he's at the bottom of the pit lane. This is not good news at all for Kingston A. They were running up in the top 10. He's losing positions hand over fist.
Yeah, that's... it's interesting because one of the skills you have to develop, one of the things when you...
Pusher cart's here now.
Yeah.
I think he's out of view of the guys in the pit, so Super Glen can't see it, can't beat Super Glen.
The folks in the Kingston team are probably going, good stop, guys. Oh, where is he? He's wearing a bright yellow helmet. We can't see him.
That was a bit of an embarrassment.
That was unfortunate. But we've talked about
he's lost a whole lap.
Yeah. One of the skills you've got to develop when you get to the main is getting used to doing that fuel cap on. And if you get it, get a bit cross-threaded, loosen,
Birmingham are in.
let it click, screw up again. The helmet, Andrew, going down the pit.
Look at it,
shine.
It's so beautiful. Goldberg
has
entered
ever spoken to Gilbert Hack.
No.
We've never spoken to Goldberg. We just love his helmet. Andreas Goodsall, jinx, is from the pit stop. So he will have taken the cart from Michael Gibbons.
Yep. Now, where's the 2 then? I feel like that's going to be a regular question in this race.
Liverpool A, by the way, as far as I can tell, have resumed the lead of this race.
Yes.
So they have not lost out such that they have missed out on the lead. They are back in the lead. And Huddersfield B indeed are in second. And life is fine for those two. So they are doing everything they need to do to win this race.
I feel, yes. Oxford Brooks, if you can hear me, stop doing this to me. I keep trying to find your cart and it keeps disappearing. I'm sure it's out there somewhere.
Not sure what they're supposed to do.
They've not fallen further down. So they're behind Birmingham. On the road at least.
Not in position.
And going for the move past Andreas Goodsall. So there's clearly pace in that cart. But it's not in the position we'd expect it to be, down in 33rd.
This is the thing, Andrew, they're now, trying to unlap themselves from carts that aren't slow.
No.
And, if you're a driver and you're driving along, someone of equal pace comes up slowly behind you, you'll go, I'm going to defend like my life depends on it.
So if they're a full lap down on Birmingham, they're a full lap down on the top 10. Yeah, that's going to be very, very tough to bring that back and get back in that top 10, I think.
This is where I'm slightly confused by our timing screen at this moment in time, if I'm honest.
Well, look at the number of laps they've completed.
Yes. Good point. But why?
I don't know.
Okay.
I wouldn't know that.
I'm going to...
Whoa! Everything's just moved.
As if...
By magic.
Right, now it makes sense.
Oh, now the Brooks from 13th. Oh, okay. Panic over.
But hang on, have Brooks pitted?
I don't think they have.
Brooks have not pitted, so they may be in 13th. But
I wonder if apologies if that happened for all you folks at home as well, but
for us, the time screen literally
has been
ticking the laps, but 5 laps.
It's been ticking the laps across, but it's not been ticking the gaps,
lap
the positions. So Brooks have just had the most amazing lap in the world. They've gone from 33rd to 13th in the space of 10 seconds.
I think we just got a load of penalties dumped as well.
Yes, we did. So
we've had a mechanical flag for Warwick C. That's unfortunate for them. And a black flag for the 40 of Kingston B.
42's had their pit stop.
Good. I'm glad you got that one because I missed that. So,
right, now it's more like it for Brooks. They're currently scoring 105 points. If the race was to finish right now, that would have given them 6th place. They scored 105 points last time out, so that would have given them 6th place in round 4, and it would have given them 9th place in round 2. So, okay, this is more like it.
Yeah, but they've still got a pit.
They have still got a pit.
They've still got a... And what's the pit stop going to cost?
Well, if our theory about the timing loop is right, it's going to be a full lap.
Yeah. As the 83 emerges, that's Loughborough D.
That's Crispin Zoyce at the wheel there.
Now,
good helmet.
It is actually. Good helmet. Nice lead. Loughborough. What are the Loughborough? There's Loughborough D and there's Loughborough C.
Loughborough A is sitting this one out.
No, Loughborough A is sitting this one out, but I'm wondering if there's anything that those teams can do about Brooks coming through. They can't really, can they? Apart from just defend like crazy.
Defend, but within reason.
Yeah, exactly. The 87 of Strathclyde A has pitted. Oh, and drama here. Hang on.
Oh my goodness.
The 87. Well, the 87 has stalled.
The driver needs to get in the car. Driver, you need to get in the car.
What's up there? What?
I have no idea what.
Did they forget to do a driver change? And they've just tried to do it then?
I've seen some things like that.
What was that?
That is one of the most bizarre things I've seen from
unfortunately for Kingston fans, the Kingston B car got caught up in that, although he managed to get pushed underway quite quickly again.
And they also need to get out of the way of
get out of the pit lane. Okay, so yeah, well done, guys. Clearing the way so the Oxford A car doesn't mow you down. That's a plus. It is a key advantage of not standing in the middle of a pit lane.
Just if you're listening at home.
I don't know what that was, but so to clarify for everybody, what happened there is the driver stalled. The pusher car started.
I think he spotted his teammate to do the driver change, and he's just gone, oh, stop.
I'll do it here. Okay, so, and then the pusher car started pushing it, but he got out.
Yes.
And his mate got in whilst the pusher car was still pushing it. Which, in many ways, is a very efficient way of doing a driver changeover, but I'm pretty sure isn't supposed to happen.
And held up another competitor whilst they were doing it.
And did all of that, indeed. Not crashed into someone in the first hour. For Strathclyde there.
They're going to win the Queen Mary Award for today.
Are we creating
biggest botch of a pit?
Sounds quite official, that, doesn't it? Well, no, I mean, yeah, Queen Mary A did a good pit stop. They just did it when they shouldn't. By my opinion, of course, not the race stewards, and therefore, officially, they did it fine. So who am I to say? And they didn't gain any advantage, so, you know. Anyway, this is going to be...
We're getting off topic again.
We're going to be at Whitehouse in years to come going, how are the pit stops going with the Queen Mary? It's fine. They're a lovely bunch of people as well.
Goldboat goes past looking
radiant.
Radiant, yes.
I was about to say the pit lane's gone quiet, but someone's come in.
37.
I say I was calling it 27.
27, Birmingham B. Who've had some good results in the endurances. They got a bit of trophy wear at both Whitmore and Rye in the endurances, and yes, it is the 27. Is that Harry?
It is. It's Harry Forsyth. Good to see him back out in the BUKC. Missed out Whitehouse, but he's an experienced driver.
Two's in Howard.
Yeah. Okay. So this is it. So interestingly, they did goodly. Sorry,
they got up to 10th.
Okay,
they're going to drop a fairway now.
All right, so they picked from 10th. So they didn't do what we thought.
No,
they didn't pit early. They didn't bring the driver in.
I'm not sure.
Put someone with a nice, cool, calm head.
I think they've also not had a driver change, which is an interesting development.
Keep
Liverpool A back in the lead. So Liverpool A back in the lead again, and this is a really brilliant race so far from Josh Gollin.
Yeah, I mean, we are saying that himself and the Huddersfield B, well, I say himself, it is the two of them, of course, it is
Cambridge A is frozen against. Oh, Cambridge A have had some. Oh, of course, because Josh hasn't pitted yet, so
yeah. So it's Josh
looking 2 laps ahead.
It's Josh Gollin and Jack Lund are the driver pairing for Liverpool A this race, and Huddersfield B have Aaron Bullshit and Michael Page. And have I just been ignoring Huddersfield B all season, or has today been a particularly good day for them? They've had some good drives. Alex Gunn had some brilliant drives. Had a brilliant drive in the sprints this morning. I just feel
they're currently just outside the top 20 in the championship. They've had results so well. This has definitely been their best day, or the last few results have been good. They were 16th this morning in the sprints, 12th the last time out at Lighthouse in the endurances. So yeah, they're one of the last teams with a mathematical chance of still winning the championship. That's all going to change.
This is it, Huddersfield. This is your bid.
If they saw 60-60-60 and a load of teams not actually even attempt the competition, then yes, they could still win.
Our leader pit, Andrew, the 51, pulls into the pit lane.
In fact, no, sorry, Huddersfield B. Even if Brooks were to finish last in every single event between now and the end of the season, the cut-off point is currently 16th place. So anyone from 16th up could theoretically still win the championship.
Just to be clear, Huddersfield, I was laughing at the mildly awkward situation where we have to inform that. I was in no way laughing at the fact you can't win. I can't win it either.
Or was it the mildly amusing thing of what happened if Brooks' season finished first, third, first, sixth, second, 54th, 54th, 54th?
Pretty interesting.
Which we already know is not going to happen because they had a good score in their first race. I'm talking rubbish again. Taylor Adams is out there. I can notice his lid and Prager suit in the number 11. He's had a fairly quiet day. And here comes the 52. I am waiting for someone to forget how wide the Club 100 kart is at the rear and clip that red pole coming through the scrutineer pavilion. Something I've never done ever. I've never done that in the pit lane. Never clipped a pole because I forgot how wide the kart is at the back.
I'd have to think about that. I've sometimes given a little love tap to some tyres entering the pit lane at World when they put that little chicane to slow you down.
Yeah. Oh, Callum Hughes is in for the number 6. I don't know if we'd spotted that. Oxford. Currently in 8th place.
There's a familiar drive pairing. It's Callum Hughes and Lewis Nickson.
Yep.
Very successful.
Has Callum been in since the start?
Pass. Yes, he started for them, so I'm going to say yes.
Started on row 9.
Yes.
Oh, black flag. Oh dear. Birmingham A.
They've taken somebody out.
Taken somebody out.
The 85's trying to get started at Reading and it stopped. The 46 though wasn't held up by that.
It's not getting much further.
This is the thing.
Give it a choke. Give it a choke.
It is a surprisingly difficult pit lane to get started in.
So Birmingham A will pit for their black flag. Andreas has been a naughty boy.
Now who did he take out?
Yes. What's the point? Brooks Watch, they're currently in 18th. And we'll see. We'll wait 3 more minutes and see what happens with all the pit stops. 36 is in. That's Exeter.
I'm not sure the BBC or any other broadcasting corporation are going to okay Brooks Watch as any form of nature programme.
23's in as well. Oh, sorry, no, was that 28?
That was 28.
It was 28. You live confused me. Goldberg's going for another overtaking manoeuvre, and he's got it.
Good job,
Goldberg. 44. Number 8 comes back out from its black flag right in front of, I think that was number 6 of Callum Hughes.
What number was Goldberg driving?
44. Swansea B.
Who did he get past?
I think it was actually the 52. So that's 2 moves you've noted him today. Should mention as well, the kart's illegible, but Megan's having a good race.
Yep.
63. And she's just taken a position as well. On track. That's don't worry, that's Exeter going for a pit stop as the timing loop.
No, that's fine. I'm just
wondering something else.
I was just spotting that Huddersfield B was ahead of Liverpool A then, Andrew, for a brief period, and that would represent a change for the lead in real terms. Liverpool A have gone back past them.
Have we had a pit stop from the number 11? Okay, so we're waiting on that one.
That's Taylor Adams out there.
Yep. And they're not actually a lap ahead. Again, that's the no timing loop in the pits. Right, so this race settling down 23 minutes.
We've got just 2 minutes left of this pit stop window.
Good scrap going on here.
Yeah, we both scored this.
Brooks A are right in the middle of it. And
this is an awful position, so Warwick C were in there, but also Birmingham B, Brooks A, Brunel B. This is the battle for sort of 11th with some others mixed in for good measure.
Now, actually, we should again consider the 63s in the illegible, so
that's true.
Behind them is moving up one. Just going to remind myself who else is ineligible. It's the number 40, which is last but one. Oh, now
who's that?
The 60 has got a wonky Nassau panel. That's the Cambridge kart with Richard Morris at the wheel. So Richard's had some adventures out there.
Is that a Brooks kart off? Not Brooks A, but a Brooks kart off in. Who's that off? Well, Devil's Elbow, just getting restarted now, coming down here to paddock. This kart's had an off, and I think that is Matthew Lewis.
Yes, it is.
That's the 13. So that's a Brooks B kart has had an off.
Is the number 11 in? I think they're falling down the order. I didn't see them come in, but
I haven't seen them, and I haven't seen them come out. So between us,
we'll wait and see. It would be the right time because
Cambridge are into the pit lane.
I think this is for that damage.
It must be, yeah,
because they've already given us a stop, haven't they? Yes, because they
definitely already seen because Richard Morris didn't start this race.
And now we've got Alistair Senior running up the pit lane. This is an unexpected pit stop for Cambridge. Problems and sadly, it's a shame because they've had a decent season, but I think this will be the end of Cambridge's remote chances of winning the title this year, and it's also going to affect their chances of finishing on the overall podium.
Yeah, and if you're thinking that was quite a quick stop, they said he's underway again.
Yeah, I think
they just lost a lap because there's no timing loop in the pit lane. That's the critical thing.
They've reattached that Nassau panel and sent him on his way again.
This, by the way, being the Nassau panel, this is the sort of plastic nose of the car that sits on the front of the steering column, so you haven't just got a bare steering column and steering wheel on show. And
it's also where the race number is attached.
There is that too. That's a good point, actually. I made it sound very non-functional. It's just cosmetic, really. Makes it look nice. But yes, good point. The number is rather critical there. Pit window has closed then, and your leader is Liverpool A, then Huddersfield B are second, Southampton A. I think they've also had a fairly good day, generally speaking.
And they've had a 9th in their first race, so they're scoring a decent amount.
Yeah. So they're third. Oxford A, we mentioned how Callum Hughes was at the wheel of that, with Lewis Nickson as teammate. They're fourth. BUKC are fifth. Huddersfield A sixth. Nottingham B seventh. UWTSD Swansea A are eighth. Brighton B ninth. Oxford Brooks A 10th. So that's critical. At this point, Andrew, Brooks A are 10th.
It's not bad.
That's pretty good considering they were 33rd at one point and have had 2 spins. In fact, that's amazingly good when we think about it.
Champions drive.
Indeed.
Well, apart from the spins, but the rest of it.
Brighton B have just got past UWTSD Swansea A for 8th. So where are the closest battles at the moment? That one is quite close between Brighton and Swansea Met. There's also a decent battle going on for 12th between Brunel B, Birmingham B and Loughborough D. Birmingham B 13th after a black flag. No, sorry, that was Birmingham A. My apologies. Also close.
Birmingham B running well in.
Yeah, they are doing well.
Again.
So they're in that battle for 12th. Yes, indeed, they do well in the endurance so far this season. There's a battle going on for 17th. Bristol A, Loughborough C, UCL A, they're all quite close together. And Bath A, actually, with UCL. There's also a decent battle going on for 24th between King's College A and Coventry B. So there's some good battles out there on track. And not to mention, of course, various cars and various laps. And at this, in case we haven't made this very clear recently, you don't know what lap you're on by this point in the race. Everyone's pitted, so many people just take the opinion of, well, I'm under attack from this car behind. I'll defend. Also, the Nissan drivers go, well, the car behind me is much quicker. I will lose time defending against a kart who inevitably will get past me. I will let them pass to try and learn how to be a bit quicker from them and not lose any time, which is a good endurance racing mentality, generally speaking. So the dynamics of what's happening with each sort of kart out there, just because you're not battling for position doesn't mean you're battling, and bizarrely, just because you may be battling for position doesn't mean that someone's going to put up the biggest fight of their life. So it's always interesting in these races how everyone interacts with each other on track in that sense. The gap for the lead, by the way, is not massive. Liverpool A are just 2.9 seconds up the road from Huddersfield B. So Huddersfield B have been keeping them honest, or are keeping them honest. Just trying to pick up the leaders, actually. Okay, so actually just coming on to the back of some traffic. Who's out for these teams at the moment then? So Josh Gollan started it for Liverpool A, but he's no longer at the wheel of that kart. It's Jack Lund, we mentioned his name already, and the 28 has Michael Page at the wheel, is what we understand here in comms. We've got a yellow flag for a stricken kart at Carousel. It's one of the intermediates.
Is that the 27?
No, it's pass. It looks to me like... I thought I saw the number 33, but I don't want to... hold station on that. We don't know that. In fact, is there even a 33 in this race?
Yes, Imperial A down at 31st.
Okay. What's that car? No, that car is okay. Oh, and there's a second car involved. Beg pardon, there is a second car involved. And... oh, Andrew, my mind's gone blank. Who wears the purple suits? UCL, thank you. It's alright, I've only been doing that all the time I went to university. It's not like I should remember that or something. One of the UCL carts then has been involved in this incident. There's another spinner down at Devil's Elbow. Or is it, hang on, is this suspension damage on this kart?
Sorry, I'm
coming through Devil's Elbow. That kart is all over the place. And it's got a pusher to help. It's missing something, isn't it? Something has happened on that kart.
Well, the cart's lost steering. They wouldn't have been able to get it back to the pits if they'd lost steering.
Yeah, something critical has happened with that car, but I reckon it's Imperial A, and indeed telling me Imperial A have just dropped to the very back of the field. So I think UCLA were involved in an incident with Imperial A, and it has resulted in Imperial A. Indeed, there's a... oh no, sorry, the UCLA car... so the UCLA car has just been given a black flag. It wasn't for contact, it was for spinning out under yellows.
Yeah.
Which means that the 33 Imperial kart had a spin on its own and damaged itself.
No, has, with it being a black, has the UCL cart spun under yellow and then hit the Imperial cart?
Yes.
Didn't see it.
Now we've got there's a pillar that's in the sort of mid line of...
it's in the way.
It's in the way of us. Thank you. That's the term. It's in the way of us, and it was obscuring Carousel for a couple of minutes whilst I was watching the start-finish straight. So
big one! 85!
Oh, that's not a nice one.
And his driver's okay. He's okay. He's just a bit shaken up, and I think he got out wide, and there isn't much grip out there wide on turn one, and he had some carts on his inside, and maybe a little bit of contact, and went through three of those bollards that separate the pit exit from the track itself.
Yeah, he's alright. He's alright.
He's just a bit shaken up.
Yeah. And indeed, he's getting bump starters. I'm not sure if he's ready. He is now ready to go. Yeah, getting straight back into it. Good for you, mate.
Well done. So that was a big one.
Yeah.
To the extent that there's one of these plastic bollards, which are probably, what would you say, Howard, 2 foot, 2.5 foot tall.
Yeah.
One of them's been flung right out to the tyre barrier on the outside perimeter of the circuit. So that's flown a good 30 metres.
Yeah. These are the sort of plastic bollards that you usually see.
But they stopped him. They did stop him. They stopped him.
Absolutely correct.
They did the job.
And all that excitement, a second pit window. Actually, no, hang on. Why am I seeing cars coming out of the pit lane? That's UCL, they're serving a black flag. There we go. There was another kart, though.
47 serving a black flag as well for a takeout. Okay. In fact, that might have... how recent is that? That's pretty recent. I think that might have been for the incident with the 85. I think he was involved in that.
Yes. These teams just keep getting takeout. They need to eat more healthily. It's cheaper to cook at home, folks. Stop getting takeout.
So it doesn't help with the weight either.
It doesn't. I can vouch for that. Right. Liverpool A have got the gap out to... oh, hang on. What's happened here? What happened to Huddersfield B?
Down in 7th.
They were in second, and the gap to the lead, the Southampton A have moved up to second, and the gap is 5 seconds. Oxford A is just behind Southampton A. There's a good battle going on out here for second place between Southampton A, the number 17, and the number 6 of Oxford A.
Oh, careful, Brooks. Oh, sorry, I thought we were about to overtake the yellow there, but it's fine. It's on the opposite side of the circuit, but it looks close. This is Brooks having a fight with Huddersfield B over, what position is it? 7th place. Now they don't want to be overtaken because now they're going into a yellow flag zone, and there's another driver off again on the first left-hander part of Devil's elbow. Through that nicely. So a bit of traffic now for the new... Oh, Huddersfield's driver's got his hand in the air.
New pit window.
Sorry.
Yes, he's indicating he's going into the pits. And he's going to get held up.
Yeah.
Because 2 carts pulled in ahead of him. It's harder for us to tell with our view of the pit lane here, folks, who is benefiting and who is not.
And out. Good stop again, Huddersfield A.
Okay, so Huddersfield A didn't get held up there. And who's this struggling to get out? It's 53. That's King's, isn't it?
Yeah, King's College A.
They have stalled, come to a bit of a halt there.
Just to mention to people, at the halfway stage...
We've got loads here. It's 53, 26,
26, 28.
That's a push of God, okay.
26, 28. Sorry, Alex ticking things.
Sorry, folks.
26, 28, and add 19 to that as well.
Okay.
He was also having trouble getting out of the pits.
I get 47 if I add 19 to 28.
My brain's just... Sorry.
That was a terrible joke. It was a terrible joke anyway.
What I can tell you though is that the halfway stage with things as they stood, scores on the doors, 4 teams that are finishing this time around, all the 4 teams finishing this time around, but Huddersfield A was going to be scoring 114, Huddersfield B 112, Southampton A 110, all ahead of Brooks A, with many teams still to come in the 3rd race. So at the moment, Loughborough are going to turn in all of a sudden into Huddersfield fans, because the Huddersfield carts are taking crucial points away from their championship rivals.
Absolutely.
It's not the first time we've said that whilst we've done these commentaries. It was Huddersfield last year, a move by Ollie Greenwood, which was the crucial move which gave Coventry the title last year at Clay Pigeon.
It was indeed.
I remember nearly launching myself through the commentary box roof when that happened, because it was a very good move. 24's in trouble.
Well, yes, getting bump started now, although it's an awkward place to get bump started.
That's Warwick Lane.
Yeah, and 15 is currently in at the fuel bowser, I can see.
No, last year, Huddersfield came down to the final race of the season, the final endurance race, and it was all down to the opposition here, the opposition there, and in the end, a move for Huddersfield that gave them an extra point and displaced Oxford Brooks within the round. Not that Brooks got a point less, but championship, and gave the title to Coventry, just to show you how close it can be in the BUKC. There goes Joseph Jacks up the straight now in the number 5. Goldbert is still having a brilliant race. He's looking pretty rapid in his chrome gold helmet for Swansea B. Currently fighting, I think we might even be fighting Callum Hughes at the moment. Callum goes up the inside into Spoon Corner. So where are these? This is Oxford currently scored in second. Penalty for Southampton A. Penalty for multiple pieces of contact. 35's in. And 29 is as well. So the one behind the barrier I couldn't see. So 35, 29. And Birmingham A, number 8 again as well. Michael Gibbons back at the wheel. Richard Morris still going round and trying to pick up some positions again for Cambridge. Where are Cambridge at the moment after their problems? They are 16th. Brooks, yep, they're up to 5th on scoring, but this is whilst the pit stops were going on.
The 63 emerges from the pits.
Looks like Southampton, I think it's Southampton now in the bright green hoodies. They've replaced the pink.
They have indeed.
Looks like they're going to be making a pit stop. 33 emerges from the pit lane. That's Imperial Lane.
It is. Thank you, Andrew, for helping me on my little driver spotter. Yes, so
Yellow flag up at Spoon Corner. Driver off at the top of the circuit. Fairly off the racing line, so this should be an easy one to recover. 46 coming down the pits.
Black flag for Nottingham B for advantage by contact, taking out another driver. There's also a penalty for Southampton A. Oh, now hang on. In terms of the race, this is critical.
Sorry,
Southampton A have been given a penalty, and that'll be a 10-second penalty for multiple contact. So that drops them down to 4th and promotes BUKC up to 3rd.
Now here's the interesting one again. What do you do with the BUKC cart? Because at the moment they're up ahead on the A cart.
Yeah, but
they're still fighting for the championship, the C cart.
Yes, except that... Oh no, neither of them have stopped yet.
Neither of them have stopped. Do you switch them? At this stage of the season?
Depends. The honest answer to that is it depends whether this is going to be one of BUKC's A's drop rounds. Which you don't know yet, of course.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Actually, you don't know. So
they might need it to be, if it's a thing, say they get about a 6th place again like they did last time in the endurances. They need this 6th place in their final score, and they could turn it into a
the BUKC car has just pitted.
Right.
That was the BUKC car just coming out of the pit lane then I saw, and indeed they will drop down the order now. So BUKC A now up to 4th. That is... They owe us a stop. I grant that they owe us a stop, but still an impressive... Actually, yes, it is a lot easier because there's no time to move from the pit lane. It's literally who's a lap back, who isn't, them that hasn't stopped. Apologies for my absolutely terrible grammar just then.